Okay, we're working on the Turtles and Geometry tutorial. And let me resize this and open my project. Where was it? Courses. Go. And now we're ready for step 2, drawing by command. Here are 2 ways you can write the instructions to draw a square. Forward 100, or whatever number you want to use. Right 90, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90. And let's just check that. Okay, as a review. So I'm going to open the backpack again and just remind you that we have to have the pen down if we want the turtle to be able to draw anything. And I'm going to say forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, right 90, forward 100, and right 90. And there we go. I have a square, and I'm facing right back the way I was when I started. Or it says we can just type in repeat for forward 100, right 90. Repeat for forward 100, right 90. Let's see what happens with that. How about that? It says repeat is another built-in word in microworlds. It needs 2 inputs. The first input is always a number. Okay, so what is this? What are they talking about? Built-in words. So there are certain words that microworlds understands. If I say, let me clear this up a little bit here. If I say jump 30, let's say, and let me make this a little bigger here so you can see. If I say jump 30, well, he says, I don't know how to jump. Okay? There are some words that microworlds understands and some words that microworlds does not understand. The ones that it understands without you teaching it, and there are ways to teach it words too. We'll talk about that another time. But there are words that it understands and words that it doesn't. So the words that it understands are the built-in words, or the words that you can always count on it understanding without teaching it anything, are the built-in words. Okay, so jump is not a built-in word. So if we just open up, we don't have anything in the procedures tab. We haven't written any procedures. We'll talk about procedures another time too. Then the only words it knows are the built-in words. So it does know PU for pen up. Okay, that's a word that it knows. That's a built-in word. So when I hit it, it doesn't seem like anything happened. But now watch when I go forward 50. Since the pen is up, it's not drawing anything. Okay? For FD is a word that it is a built-in word. It's a word that it understands. And then there's this other phrase here that's important too. It says repeat. Repeat is another built-in word. It needs 2 inputs. It needs 2 inputs. So some built-in words need inputs. For example, the built-in word FD, or forward, needs an input. It needs to know how far to go forward. If I just say FD, it says, FD needs more inputs. You didn't give it the inputs it needs. If I say FD minus 20, then it goes back 20. Okay. Now, what about repeat? It says repeat needs 2 inputs. What if I say repeat 4? Well, if I just say repeat, it says repeat needs more inputs. If I say repeat 4, it still needs more inputs. So PU we were able to put up without any inputs, right? To say pen up. Repeat or forward, I was able to. So let's say actually let's say PD to put the pen down, right? And then forward I needed 1 input. Repeat, if I have 0, if I put no inputs, it says I need more. If I put 1 input, it still needs more. So it needs 2 inputs. It needs a number, and then it needs a list of things to do. And this list is in brackets. These are square brackets. It might be hard to see with the video that you're looking at, but on my keyboard they're next to the P, and they're the square brackets, so you don't use the shift key when you make them. You just press down on the key that has the square brackets. My keyboard has square brackets and braces above it, so if I don't press the shift key, I get the square brackets. That's what I want. So then inside the square brackets I can type forward 100 and right 90, and now when I press enter, it does its job. Okay, so you need to pay attention to whether a word is built in or not. So if it's not built in, it will say I don't know how to. If you say hop, it will say I don't know how to hop. And if you don't give it enough inputs, if it is a built-in word but you don't give it enough inputs, it'll say FD needs more inputs, or repeat needs more inputs, something like that. Okay, so and the second input to repeat always has these square brackets around it, and they always have some kind of instructions inside the brackets. Okay. So anything inside brackets is called a list, and because there are instructions in here, this is a list of instructions, or an instruction list. Okay, so the input to forward sets the length of the sides, right? When you say FD, because we said forward 100, that means our square is going to have a side length of 100. Move the turtle around and draw some different size squares. So what if we wanted to make a square that was 50 on each side? So I'll go here and look at that, it's a smaller one. Or 75, or 200. Okay. Is your screen getting cluttered? Yeah, a little bit. If you want to clear the screen graphics without moving the turtle, you type clean. Let's try that. So clean is another built-in word. Say clean. Everything goes away. Nice. To clean the screen graphics and set the turtle to the middle of the screen, let's make some more squares here. So let's say repeat 4, forward 100, right 90. Okay. What if I grab the turtle by the head, by the nose, and turn him a little bit, and then make a square? What does that do? Oh. And how about I'll turn this way, and make a different size square. And then I'll go over here and make another size square. Okay. Oh, look at that. We wrapped around. That's interesting. So if the turtle gets to the edge of the screen, it looks like he goes to the other side and finishes his drawing over there. To clear the screen graphics and set the turtle to the middle of the screen, type CG. CG stands for clear graphics. Let's try that. So CG is another built-in word. It doesn't need any inputs because it says just type in CG. Look at that. We're all cleared off again. Well, I don't feel a particular need to save this, but I think I will save it anyway, just so I kind of remember where I was before here. And I have still have my starting X core and Y core and everything. So let me say save project. There we go. And next time we'll be ready for step 3, which is what? Doing a 360. Sounds interesting.